What's up, guys? My name is Kyle Ponton. I am the CEO and co-founder of this business, The Cold Life. We are one of the fastest growing wellness brands, known most for our cold plunges, which you've probably seen online before, the big vertical ones, but we're also launching a bunch of new SKUs next year. We just launched a lower ticket product, which is a filtered shower head. So coming out with more products in that space. And we wanted to make this course because this is something that has changed our business, honestly, the past year pretty significantly. We'll get into some of the numbers here and show you why that really is, but it's been a significant impact on the business. So quick intro and partner Sam. Give an intro, Sam.
What's up, everybody? As Kyle said, I am his partner over here at The Cold Life. I am the CMO for this business, and I've been doing digital marketing and e-commerce now for nearly 8 years. And as you can see on the screen, The Cold Life gets extremely large orders. But pay attention to the screenshots on the screen. We get a lot of business through draft orders, which we're about to explain to you. Abandoned checkouts are forgotten about, and you have no idea how much cash you are leaving on the table, and that's exactly what we're here to explain to you on how to grow your brand going into 2026, and in general, how to start making more money with abandoned carts and your existing online visitors before you expand your ad spend. So let's get into it.
Facts. So for everybody who's in ecom, you probably know what an abandoned cart is, but for anybody who maybe is just getting started out or maybe just want some extra clarity, what we define as an abandoned cart. So this is the abandoned cart flow. It's not an add to cart. It is an abandoned cart, which means they added something to your cart. They went to checkout. They put in their information, whether through Shop Pay or through whatever platform you're on, and then they didn't hit buy now, right? So they got to checkout, but they didn't actually hit pay now. So they got all the way through, put in their information, and they didn't check out. So it would look, here's just an example on our website. You can see add to cart, checkout. We get to pay now button. This is where they exited their shopping cart and did not buy. Typically, an abandoned cart purchaser has an extremely high intent, as you can imagine, because they literally just went to your website. So they found your ad, they found you from whatever, they went to your website, they clicked add a cart, they went to checkout, they got all the way to checkout and they didn't buy. So like they are a very, very, very high intent purchaser, which is why we are very focused on really nurturing and doing everything we can to convert those customers. This is something I put together. Yes, this is some AI images just to kind of show you what I mean by this, but I wanted to paint a picture. But it's true. Thank you. It's abandoned cart people are literally the most high intent purchasers you're going to find in your entire funnel forever. Okay, and this is an example I gave. This is where the cart came from. Is the cart, right? You got a guy walking into. Imagine this guy walks into Whole Foods, puts in a bunch of groceries into his cart, walks around, adds all the stuff he needs for the week, walks up to the cashier, says, "Hey, cashier, here's all my stuff I want to buy. I like this. I want the potatoes. I want the wine. I want this." And then before he's taking out his wallet and before he pays, he just walks out of the store. What are the chances that that guy doesn't want the groceries? Pretty darn low, if you ask me. The real chance is that his wife probably called him, the dog probably got sick, something
Card
probably...
got declined.
Card got declined. Great call out there because we do see that.
Yeah.
Something happened and prevented this guy from actually purchasing the goods, but we know he really, really wanted to. So we want to do essentially everything that's possible to try to close this guy, get him back into the store and buying his damn groceries.
All right, so as we all know, what most of y'all have, which you should have, if you don't, you still need to do this. Everyone has an SMS flow and a email flow for abandoned carts. But think about this just real quickly. Everyone that's shopping on your website, most likely on their website browser, is not just shopping on your website. They have others pulled up. I right now, for example, am shopping for Christmas gifts. I'm not just shopping for one thing at a time. I'm shopping for 15. So therefore, every single product that I have put into my cart that I have not bought, I am getting text messages, for example, from every single website I'm on that I abandoned, and it says, for example, The Cold Life dash, we saw you forgot blank. Or I get an email saying you left something behind, right? We're all getting that. So it's kind of spammy and no one really reacts to that. It doesn't convert as well as it used to. And the reason why is because everyone's doing it. Yeah. And as you can see on the screen right here, in the last 30 days, our SMS abandoned cart flows have made us nearly $300,000. And yes, we're a high ticket brand. As you can see, our email abandoned cart flows have only made us $28,000 in the last 7 days, but that's only, I think, 2 or 3 or 4 purchases, which is still profitable. It's still making us money. What we're about to show you is how we go the extra mile and we do what no one else does, which is capitalizing on the abandoned carts a little bit more and separating yourself from all of your competitors. And I should put right here in the middle, literally one of our competitors sends out a very similar text message as we do. So therefore, none of them are really working. And believe it or not, one of our sales reps reached out to an abandoned, which we're about to get into, and legitimately sent a screenshot of our competitor's abandoned cart flow via text message and goes, wow, your outreach to me was way more personalized. I'm not going to buy your competitor's product anymore. I don't even care if yours is more expensive. With this new strategy, you are going to see a minimum of a 15% lift on extra revenue for your ecom brand. And as you can see in front of you, some of our first clients in this program have seen insane results. As you can see, one guy also selling a high ticket product, he just hit his first $10,000 day. And as you can see on that screenshot, one of those orders was a draft order, which came from an abandoned cart, which is a strategy we're about to teach you. Additionally, another guy hit $5,000 in extra sales in his first day trying this. And also another guy saw nearly a 20% increase in sales his first 30 days. So let's get into the exciting stuff next.
Okay, so this is an actual example of our store right here. So you guys know we sell the Ultimate Plunge. We can literally see a screenshot of an abandoned cart. This person went to the website, went to go check out, and they didn't buy the product. So on the right-hand side, you see sometimes it's not under contact information. And another thing to notice here is that under marketing, they're not subscribed to SMS. So the attentive flow that we just showed you on the previous slide, they would not have been opted into. They would not have received that flow because they're not subscribed. So we can't legally send them that message. They're only email subscribed. But because they put in their shipping information, they put in their phone number. So what does that mean? We have their phone number. Go to the right-hand side. This literally shows you a screenshot of Sam's. This is Sam's screenshot of his phone calls, actually phone calling every single one of these abandons. It was on 11/25/2025 when we were running our Black Friday sale. This is one of the limited edition campaigns we were running. So we were calling ourselves that day because we had a shit ton of abandons and we wanted to actually close. And you can see now that here at the top where it says order, this person ended up closing and actually ended up converting into a sale because Sam over here picked up the phone, called the person, and we'll show you what he actually said and talk about that here in a minute. So you can see this person actually converted right there with one order, and I'm going to show you exactly how we did that, how we went about contacting this customer, the strategies that we actually used. But the main point of this is to show you that this person came in as an abandoned. They were not SMS subscribed, so they would not have gotten any of the traditional flows that you're probably sending out, yet we were able to convert them into a customer.
And one quick call out here as well, Kyle, that I want to tell everybody is that because you have their address, I'm from Houston, Texas, for example. Whenever a Houston, Texas, actually in general, whenever a Texas abandoned cart comes through, I have zero problem picking up the phone because number one, no matter how big your business is, when the founder picks up the phone, you are always going to be the number one sales rep for your company because you know your product better than anybody, or you should know your product better than anybody. Additionally, if you aren't already running founders content for your brand, you should, because it also becomes a weapon in sales. And the reason why is because everybody that has eyeballs on your business starts to get familiar with your face and your name, and they will treat you, no joke, like a celebrity. They hear you on the phone and they question if it's AI, and I laugh and I go, nope, this isn't AI, this is the real deal. Quiz me. What do you got for me? And they're like, this is unbelievable. And what I meant by their address as well is try to find something to make the conversation not seem like a sales call. If you've been to Connecticut, make a joke. Wonder why people live there. It's so darn cold. Like, how long have you been there? Or, oh, I see you're from Houston, Texas. I was born in the Woodlands. You know, I see you're in Katy. I got a lot of cousins out there. Whatever. Or you're out in California. You know, how's it going out there paying those crazy taxes? Just make a joke or whatever like that. Always leverage seeing where they're from. If you have anything to relate or any knowledge of the area they're from, use that to your advantage. And like Kyle said, in these next slides, we're going to show you guys different ways that we approach these people. And we're not kidding you. This has literally 5x'd our business alone in the last 12 months without increasing ad spend. All right, so going more in depth. Obviously, if you're selling a high ticket product like ours, our AOV before the filtered shower head was roughly $5,000. Our bottom tier cold plunges are about $2,000, but our most popular SKUs are about $7,000 to $10,000. So there's a lot more of an excuse to justify giving this person a call because it's such an expensive investment and purchase. But we've even tested it with the filtered shower heads, which AOV is about $200, and people are blown away. No other company we're shopping at, the founder or a salesperson is personally reaching out. It's all AI. It's all automated messages. So as you're seeing right here on the screen, these are text messages all for me. As you can see, hey Justin, hey Andrew, hey Christina, this is Sam Maxwell, the founder of The Cold Life. I saw you were just checking out X, Y, and Z, and you didn't purchase. I just personally want to reach out and see if there's any questions I could assist you with. Therefore, they're seeing founder, they're being reminded they left something in their cart, and you're informing them, I'm not trying to sell you right away. I have answers if you got any questions. And as you can see, not everybody responds, but look, every single person responded. One guy just had a problem with financing. I closed him within 3 minutes. I didn't have to get on the phone with him. I just had to send him a draft order and explain how to do the financing. Other people just compliment and are mind blown about me reaching out to them. And they might not even have any more questions. They're like, this is amazing. I honestly just got busy. As you can see, Christina was questioning the promotion that we were running, and I just had to clarify that, and I immediately sent her a draft, and she purchased. So if you call them and they don't answer, leave them a voice message, and then immediately send them a text message. And sometimes sending them a text message works. We're about to also show you the extra step and the extra mile, especially if you have a fulfillment facility or an HQ where you're fulfilling your orders, and you can show a little bit more credibility. That's even more powerful.
Yeah, one more thing to add on here too. Another really powerful thing about doing this is if you see right here, look at every single one of these responses, you're actually finding out why they didn't buy. So it's not just to be able to go and close the person, go back and solve that problem in your funnel, right? This person right here is bread pay. They had a pay over time issue. Okay, well, we already know that. We know we're trying to get bread pay more seamless and more integrated, but that's good feedback. That's good data for us to go back and know that, hey, we would have prevented this whole entire step if this person was able to buy, on the website directly, or this person right here. Hey, Sam, listen to your podcast with Gary Brecka. Okay, boom. We know that content's going to hit. We should be pushing more of that. We should be pushing more Gary Brecka, Sam, founder style content. Hey, over here, was a little concerned on the price. Does it come with the basic step? Are we not displaying the offer clear enough on what's included? These are literally strong indications as to why somebody didn't actually click the buy button, and it actually helps you go back up the funnel and fix that issue.
Yeah, the feedback is it's not just making more money. It's also feedback to help your conversion rate, your ads, your website funnel, and everything like Kyle just said.
Facts. All right, so again, this is where Sam was mentioning if you have the benefit of living or being in an area where you're actually at your headquarters or at your office, whatever the case may be. We live in Miami, Florida. We have our headquarters here. But even if you don't, even if you're sitting at your house, even if you're sitting in your apartment, whatever it is, take out your phone, send a selfie video, and show the people who's actually behind the brand. I can't tell you enough how much people respect this. It's even if they don't buy, they become committed to the brand. When they're ready to buy, they're coming back to you because they feel like they have an emotional connection to you. And we have our sales guys do the same thing. Everybody who is talking to a customer, we tell them in the interviews when they're doing stuff, you got to get comfortable on camera because this is required. You have to be able to take out the phone and send a selfie. I'm going to show you a quick one here. Sam did. Simple, easy, to the point. Hey, this is what
I made a joke.
The product.
I made a joke. I was like, just got back to the office from the gym. Excuse the polo. I'm about to excuse the tank top. About to go put my polo on. But as Kyle said, I mean, I'm really expressing also like urgency. Like as you can see also in the credibility, it's like, look how many we're shipping out. We're very low on stock. I'm the founder. You got any questions? You're in great hands. Let me know. I'd love to take care of you and earn your business.
Yeah, I mean, I'm buying a plunge after the video right now. So you get the idea here. The point is that if you're getting a video from the founder, even from the sales guy, or even from somebody at the company, it just builds a lot more trust, and no one's doing this. I tell that to our people all the time and to customers. I can't tell you how many times Sam and I have been on calls, every single time, and every single one of the people that are buying our products, they're spending $5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11,000. These people aren't poor people; they are very wealthy people, and they are mind blowing. They literally are like, "You guys are an incredible company. I am super happy to give you my money, and I'm more than happy to give it to you over anybody else because nobody out there is doing this. I've been buying expensive stuff for the past year. I'm buying a new house. I have couches. I have this. I've spent millions of dollars not." Reached out to me on a video call. So it's like these are things that you have to do to separate yourself and get ahead. And this is literally like one of the easiest things you can do. And how long does it take you? 30 seconds. And for us, obviously, we'll show you how to scale this so you're not doing this every single time. But sometimes when you have a super high ticket like we do and you want to close a deal, then go walk outside and take a 30-second video.
Yeah, and to chime in also real quickly. So like when Kyle's about to leave town for the holidays, he's going to be gone for 2 weeks. Kyle's going to go into the office before he leaves and not say a first name at the very beginning, but say, "Hey there, saw you just abandoned your cart," or "Hey there, saw you were checking out our cold plunges. Happy, Merry early Christmas. I'm here as a co-founder. If you've got any questions, I would love to help you out and would love to earn your business. We've sold over 6,000 units. And going into the new year, we are raising our prices. Now is the best time to buy a Cold Life Cold Plunge. Respond back to this if you got any questions. I hope to talk to you soon." That way, in his camera roll, he already has the ammunition of updated videos that he can also split test. He can make 3 different ones, one showing custom colors, one showing all the inventory, and one just really trying to get to know the person and show the rapport and the professionalism of the video. And I'm going to be doing the same before I leave for the holidays as well. So you don't always have to make it personalized. If you can, you have the bandwidth, do it. But you also don't have to overwhelm yourself. Just make a few generic videos and have them in your camera roll and just start with those first.
Facts. This is just a funny screenshot to show you. This was on the days that we were running our limited edition sales. We had all hands on deck this day. So I spent probably 2.5 hours for a few days each doing these videos. You can literally see every single one of these videos is a personalized video. Okay, it took me 2 hours on the days that I did, and we literally smashed every record in that 3-day period that we had, more than we were even expecting. So it's like, it takes some time to do so, but the ROI was ridiculous. So whether it's the founder and you're doing it, or you've got salespeople, they should be doing this. This is not crazy hard to do. It's just simple stuff that is actually going to make a real impact. So if someone's camera roll in your company doesn't look like this, then you haven't implemented the strategy.
And the other thing, facts. And the other thing that you're not considering is that we do get a handful of people, of course, that don't buy it right away. But the response we get from them and the statement they give us is, "You have my business. Mark my words, when I am ready, no questions, I'm buying from you because of this." So always keep that in mind as well. It's always good to have pipe. We always talk about it every single day. What's the pipe for next month? What's the pipe for Monday after this weekend? And we always have pipeline. And the reason why is because of this extra addition. And people are busy or they're on vacation. We deal with a wealthy demographic. They're always busy, or I'm on a 2-week vacation and we're like, "Hey, amazing. I'm jealous. Good vacation." But they're like, "When I get back, mark on your calendars to call me on this day. I am buying from you. None of your competitors have done this, and you've earned my business." All right, so the proof is in the pudding. Look in front of you. You are probably selling a $200 product, maybe a $500 product, or maybe like us, a $5,000+ product. We have draft orders, as you can see on this screen, for $14,000. And then 3 minutes later, $22,000. We closed right there alone over $36,000 in 2 orders for our business from getting them from abandoned carts. One of those could have been from a week prior, and one of those come in from the same day. But the principle of this is that we contact and hand. And look at the other screenshots. We're getting draft orders for $5,000, $200. Yet again, shower head, not just for the high ticket cold plunges. $22,000, $4,000, $16,000. We are experts in this. If you aren't selling a high ticket product like us, you have no idea how much harder the high ticket game is, which means we had to get creative. And we have absolutely perfected this strategy, not just for high ticket, also for low ticket. So as you can see, the numbers in front of you, they speak for themselves. And we did this simply by doing the things that we are going over right now.
Okay, if you don't have a high ticket product like us, I'm about to show you guys another strategy that's honestly potentially even way better than the one I just showed you. It's a hands-free strategy, so it's not going to require a lot of the manual things that we just went over and showed you guys. and it's going to be able to convert at a way higher level than anything you're touching right now, and doesn't cost you a single dollar, which I'm all about finding things in the business. Sam always talks about this. It's not just about levering up the ad spend, it's figuring out, we already have the traffic, we already have the eyeballs. How do we convert better? How do we extract more dollars out of the money we've already spent, out of the traffic we already have? And honestly, I don't know if there's a bigger one and a better one than the one we're about to show you right now. Okay, guys, I'm about to put you on game to something that is going to significantly save you a lot of time and make you a lot of money. This company right here, it's called Live Recover, okay? We just launched this literally just over 30 days ago for this SKU, and this is the results only for the shower head. You can see up here, this software has had 290 conversations. It's converted $12,589 that we have not touched, not worked a dime for, not spent additional dollar for, not done anything for, not sent more traffic to, nothing. It's got us an extra $12,500. 41 orders. It's a 15% recovery rate and an AOV of $370. I'm about to show you what is actually happening here and why this is so powerful and why you need to be doing this. Okay. Now, I know those numbers probably don't sound crazy impressive. They're not crazy impressive to us as our brand. Obviously, we're doing a lot more revenue than that. But again, what this does is it helps squeeze out what's already there from a traffic perspective. So this is just $12,000 extra dollars that we're getting.
It's all about the halo effect.
Yes, exactly. So one of the things that essentially this software does is it integrates AI and actual real humans. Okay, so what this is in a very simple nutshell is that it's going to take every single abandoned cart that you have on your website, whether they are opted into your SMS campaign or not, which is a massive, massive lever and a massive advantage that Live Recover has over your attentive or over your addition, over the flows that you have. Okay, they have a platform on here and they are registered as what's called P2P, which means peer-to-peer, which means that compliancy, privacy standards, etc., they are allowed to reach out to the person on a one-to-one conversation because they have a specific offer, because they follow all the right compliance and rules, etc. They're able to essentially cover the ground on all those abandoned carts that you technically, from a legal and compliance perspective, can't cover. So they're doing that automatically. And so what that actually looks like is, well, again, we only have this set up for our brand new product, which is the shower head. And the flow itself is customizable on our end. We work with their team. They have an incredible team. We put together a strategy right here. The first and second message are typically something that we come up with from a standard messaging perspective. But if the customer replies and it doesn't, it's not the next automatic answer would be to just send a discount code, they're going to reply. They're going to engage. They're going to talk to that customer. They're going to nurture that lead 100% for you as essentially an outside sales rep that you're not paying a dollar to unless they convert a sales. That means no SMS fees. I don't know what your attendance bill is, but ours is freaking high. So no SMS fees. You're not paying any of that. You're only paying on the conversion. And if you go through our referral, because we're really close to these guys and they're really, really, really good company, awesome. They'll take super good care of you. They'll set you guys up. They'll go through a whole campaign strategy like this, and they'll give you a super good deal for your brand and your ticket. So this is just to show you what we're doing. And this is exact example, as we mentioned earlier, right now it's holiday time. So just to be super clear here, the messaging is what we actually change. We never really change the discount. So we're always going to have the same discount, whether it's 5%, 10%, 50%, whatever the discount is, that's set in stone, but it's the messaging that really changes. So when it was Black Friday, it was, hey, just to let you know, our Black Friday sale is ending. I just wanted to let you know I can get you an extra discount if you would like that. Now we're in holiday sale. Hey, it's our holiday sale. I want to know if I can get you an even bigger discount, right? Because who is this customer? This customer is a high intent customer. They got all the way to checkout and they didn't buy it. So all they really need is that extra little nudge to get over the fence to be able to say, hey, I'm ready to do this. So what we do is that we set out an extra discount for them, and then we have an automatic reply set up to be able to actually send out that discount. And again, if they do engage and ask questions, there's an actual agent. This is not just all AI. You're not just putting in a ChatGPT and training. That's not what this is. This is an actual agent, which you're going to need because there's a lot of nuance in some of these conversations. You don't want to represent your brand badly. And what I will say as well, we did an analysis on this industry and these companies. Live Recover is one of the only ones, if not the only one, with actual real people. All the other companies are just trying to rack in a bunch of freaking profit, doing it off of AI, and you can see see it. We tested it. The responses are weird. It doesn't look good. And again, we're a brand. We have a reputation to uphold. We don't want like our customers getting some random weird robot-y like AI sounding message. It's like, dude, that's clearly AI. Like, whatever. I don't want to talk to this person. But if it's a real person and they respond like that, you can tell.
We've gotten feedback where people legitimately had zero idea and they still have no idea. But we've had people call us after they ordered and they were like, hey, I was working with so-and-so and we're all trained now, where it's like, okay, don't forget so-and-so is not, an in-house person. They're now with, Live Recover. But like Kyle was saying, it also just in general, like we said earlier, separates you so much from your competition. And if you get on this before your competition, you're going to have such an advantage and so much more momentum, because eventually, as we all know, the secrets get out and you're eventually, hopefully not, but they probably will, a few months or a year down the road, get Live Recover. So until they do, this is your time to capitalize on this and to get this more dialed, because once your competitors start it, they're going to have to go through that learning process and you're going to be already way farther ahead of them.
Facts, exactly. And then just so in case you have like custom SKUs or you don't want them sending messages to certain products or whatever the case may be, you can customize Live Recover like anything you want it to. Again, we only have this active for the shower heads. That means that every other SKU that we have on our website, all the cold plunge stuff, anything, every single other SKU, they don't contact. And that's intentional because we have an internal sales team and we just showed you exactly what we're doing.
Well, as you can see, Kyle, our team just started publishing our cold plunge ones actually on the knowledge base, because we're starting to do this for the cold plunge next because of how well it's doing for the shower head.
On the shower head. Yeah, exactly. Which goes to the point, which is like people ask, I've had this conversation a lot with brands. Like, oh, well, should I do the Live Recover or should I do the calls? I'm like, do them both. Yeah. Like, do it both. Like, I can't tell you how many times Sam has messaged somebody or our sales guys messaged somebody, they don't answer, and then all of a sudden, I'll pick up the phone and call them and they answer. It's like it's just lucky, right? Sometimes they answer the number. Oh, it's a 404 number. It's an Atlanta number. I'm going to pick up the phone because maybe it's my sister or cousin or whatever, or maybe they just happen to be free at that time. Whatever it is, you should be doing it all. This is how you attack the lead, right? You want to hit them at every single angle you can. So
think about it this way. Currently, every brand, for the most part, including your own, all of your abandoned carts are getting contacted one, at most, two ways, which is SMS flows and your email flow.
Yep.
With this, they're getting contacted 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It's common sense. It's going to make you more money.
Yep, exactly. That really is Live Recover, pretty much in a nutshell. They have different like pricing and all that stuff, but it's really low. I mean, I'm a numbers guy. If I haven't said that 10 times, I'm always looking at our margins and our P&L and trying to figure out which makes sense and how do we increase conversions, etc. Like Live Recover is literally the biggest no-brainer. They're reaching out to people that you cannot contact, and they're going to get coverage where you cannot get coverage, and they're going to also have follow-ups which you can customize, and they'll work with you and your team. However you want to customize stuff, set it up, they'll do. They're super dialed, super good people. We can connect you to the owners, to the executive team directly. You guys can work with them, set it up. It's also free for the first 30 days. There's no whatever. Even the percentage they don't charge you, which is kind of crazy. They're just kind of spending all the SMS, spending all their time. They're just that confident. It's like, dude, we're going to make you money. Whether it's a lot of money, a little money, a medium amount of money, we're going to get you more squeezing out of the lemon. So there's no point in not having a Live Recover in your conversion stack, if you will.